AI is incredible. It can teach you how to fry an egg and even write a poem, pirate style. Yarr! But it knows nothing about your work. Slackbot is different. It doesn't just know the facts. It knows your schedule. It can turn a brainstorm into a brief. And it doesn't need to be taught. Because Slackbot isn't just another AI. It's AI that knows your work as well as you do. Visit slack.com/meet Slackbot to learn more.
Welcome to From Dorms to Desks, job hunting tips for those early in their careers. A podcast brought to you by college recruiter job search site, which believes that every student and recent grad deserves a great career, and hosted by Work Defined. Join our AI co-hosts as they dive into tips, tricks, and insights that will help you land your next part-time, seasonal, internship, or entry-level job. Let's get your career started.
Navigating your career path today can feel like trying to find a single shining star in just this vast, overwhelming galaxy of information.
You really can.
Every search, every application, every interview prep session, it just seems to demand an impossible amount of time and energy. But what if there was a powerful navigational tool? Maybe, a shortcut not just to data, but to becoming truly well-informed about landing your dream job.
The million-dollar question.
Exactly. Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into precisely that, how artificial intelligence, specifically these large language models like ChatGPT and Google Gemini, are fundamentally reshaping the landscape for job seekers like you.
Right.
It's a revolution, really. It promises efficiency, but it also introduces new complexities.
It's fascinating, isn't it? AI has evolved at just an incredible pace. It's moved from being this sort of general-purpose assistant to becoming deeply embedded in something as personal and pivotal as a job search.
Vastly pivotal.
So our mission in this deep dive is really to equip you with the strategic knowledge to leverage these tools effectively.
Right.
We'll explore their immense potential for streamlining your efforts, definitely. But critically, we'll also try to uncover the important nuances, the hidden challenges, and even some of the ethical considerations that come up with this new frontier.
That's key.
It's not merely about what AI can do, but how it should be integrated thoughtfully, making sure you understand its broader implications for your entire career journey.
Exactly. You've likely heard the buzz, maybe seen viral snippets on social media, perhaps even, experimented yourself.
Yeah.
Using AI to draft a cover letter, refine a resume, or rehearse for an interview.
It's everywhere.
We're going beyond just the surface level hype today to dive into the nitty-gritty, how these tools truly work, what leading experts and recent data are revealing about their impact, and where the real aha moments, those unexpected insights, are hiding.
Finding those hidden gems.
Yeah. Our exploration today draws from a pretty rich and varied stack of sources. We've dug into comprehensive guides on using large language models like Gemini and ChatGPT for specific tasks, everything from crafting applications to acing interview prep.
Okay.
We've sifted through diverse perspectives, including some viral content from platforms like TikTok. And it's interesting, some passionately champion AI as this job search superpower.
Right, the cheerleaders.
While others issue these stark warnings about its potential overuse.
The cautionary tales.
Totally. We've analyzed detailed prompts from university career development plans, showing really structured ways AI can guide career exploration.
Useful.
Our insights also come from various career advice platforms, shedding light on how AI is both accelerating and, sometimes complicating the job search, particularly for diverse students and recent graduates.
That's an important angle.
And finally, we've engaged with a critical analysis from a Substack piece that kind of broadens the conversation to a wider hiring crisis, examining AI's complex and, frankly, sometimes problematic role within it.
So zooming out to the bigger picture, too.
Exactly. So as you stand at the crossroads of your career, maybe contemplating your next move or even your very first one, what does all this mean for you? Let's jump in.
Okay, so the first thing that really leaps out from our sources, almost like a bold headline, is the immense initial promise surrounding AI in the job search.
Yeah. The hype is real.
It's presented not just as a helpful tool, but as a genuine shortcut, like a way to significantly streamline and profoundly improve the entire application process. We're seeing strong suggestions, almost declarations, that AI can assist with virtually every single step.
Every step.
From the foundational documents like your cover letter and resume, right through to preparing for those make-or-break interview responses.
It's truly remarkable how swiftly that perception has taken hold. One source encapsulates this perfectly, almost with this sense of revelation. Did you know you can use AI to write your cover letter and your resume?
Yeah.
And even your tell me about yourself answer.
Wow, just lays it all out. Right. This simple statement highlights the sheer breadth of potential applications. The core value proposition, as articulated in our sources, is that AI offers nothing less than a shortcut to being well-informed.
Okay, well-informed. That's interesting.
And can save a lot of time and effort for job seekers. Just think about the typical cognitive load. Endless hours, researching companies, painstakingly customizing each application, rehearsing answers.
Ah, yes. The endless tweaking.
Exactly. AI, in this context, isn't just about saving minutes. It's about offloading a substantial portion of that cognitive burden.
That's a great way to put it.
Which means you're not just more efficient, potentially. You become uniquely well-informed. Not just about a handful of roles, but maybe an entire industry or a wider range of companies.
So it's like strategic intel.
That, in turn, gives you a significant strategic edge. You understand where your skills align best, where the market genuinely presents opportunities.
Yeah.
You can kind of pivot from just reactive application to proactive, informed strategy.
Okay, so given this incredible promise, the natural next question is, what are the specific AI tools making this revolution possible? And, how are people actually putting them to work? Let's start with ChatGPT. That's been the big one, right?
Yeah, ChatGPT, developed by OpenAI, is probably the large language model most of our listeners are familiar with by now. It's really known for its ability to generate these highly human-like responses and its remarkable understanding of natural language prompts. For job seekers, our sources show it acting as this remarkably versatile AI assistant. Imagine feeding it your academic background, your unique skills, your career goals.
Yeah.
ChatGPT can then process all that and provide personalized recommendations for roles or even entire industries that align with your profile.
Beyond just suggestions, though.
Oh, yeah. Beyond just suggestions. It offers detailed guidance on how to craft compelling resumes and cover letters that, truly stand out, how to prepare comprehensively for interviews, even how to network more effectively. It can be a vital resource for delving into specific industries, understanding their current trends, identify the precise skills needed for various roles. So yeah, it really positions ChatGPT as a comprehensive kind of end-to-end AI assistant.
Right, through the whole process.
Supporting you from the initial stages of career exploration all the way through to submitting your application and prepping for that crucial interview.
And then we have Google Gemini, which has, quickly emerged as a formidable contender, especially with its deep integration into the whole Google ecosystem. How does Gemini differentiate itself here?
Right, Gemini. Google's AI chatbot carves out its unique niche, mainly through that deep integration into Google Workspace.
Yeah.
Gmail, Docs, Sheets, Meet.
The tools everyone uses.
Exactly. And this isn't just superficial. It means Gemini can automate workflows directly within your existing productivity environment. It can analyze data in your documents, summarize lengthy emails or research papers you're using for company insights.
Nice.
And generally streamline tasks without you ever having to leave that Google ecosystem.
That seamlessness is appealing.
Very. A key point highlighted in our sources is Gemini's ability to, and I quote, tailor your resume effortlessly with AI tools for job success. That suggests it goes beyond basic generation to provide really optimized content.
Optimized, okay.
It can also generate multiple drafts, give you options, and uniquely, it can even accept voice input for prompts.
Oh, interesting. Hands-free.
Yeah, making the interaction feel even more natural. And for a significant group, college students, the advantage is even greater. Many can get free access to Gemini Advanced, putting powerful capabilities right into their hands.
That's huge for students.
So that tight integration often makes Gemini feel like a more unified, seamless experience compared to standalone AI apps. Reduces friction in your workflow, and its capacity to create custom AI assistants or gems for specific tasks. That's also a notable advantage.
You mentioned gems. What exactly are those? How might you use one for job searching?
That's a great question, and it really speaks to the customization potential. Think of a gem as your own personal, highly specialized AI chatbot. So instead of a general AI assistant, you can effectively train a gem on a very specific type of information or task.
Like a specialist AI.
Precisely. For instance, you could create a job interview prep gem. You could feed it all the public info about a specific company, its recent news, its leadership's interviews, common questions for the role you're applying for.
Wow.
This gem would then be fine-tuned to help you prepare specifically for that interview. It becomes like a hyper-focused research assistant.
That's incredibly specific.
Or you could build a networking nudge gem designed to help draft polite, personalized follow-up emails after industry events or informational interviews.
Useful.
This level of hyper-personalization allows for incredibly efficient and tailored assistance, way beyond what a general chatbot can offer. Makes your AI assistant feel truly bespoke to your immediate needs.
Got it. So beyond these big general models, our sources also highlight the rise of these specialized AI job applications tools like Source Massive, A-Apply. It sounds like these take automation to another level entirely.
They certainly do. These apps represent kind of the bleeding edge of job application automation. They often boast interfaces that are incredibly intuitive, sometimes described as a swipe plus submit experience.
Like dating apps, almost.
Yeah, designed for extreme efficiency. And the anecdotal evidence from users is pretty remarkable. Claims like landed a job interview in 24 hours are becoming more common.
Seriously?
In 24 hours. That's what some claim. Users report saving 2 to 3 hours a week by using these tools to apply to hundreds of jobs without the manual slog.
Hundreds. Wow.
The core promise here is that these tools can not only automate mass applications, but also cater your resume for each job automatically, optimizing it for specific keywords in individual job descriptions.
Automatically tailoring.
Yeah.
Cool.
They also offer help with overall resume optimization and interview prep. But this level of automation, while incredibly appealing for its speed and scale, immediately brings up a critical question.
Right.
In a world where applying to hundreds of jobs becomes effortless, what happens to the balance between volume and quality?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question again, isn't it?
It really is. And it's a tension we absolutely need to explore further as we dive deeper.
Okay, here's where it truly gets fascinating, I think. How can you make your resume not just good, but truly shine with AI? It sounds like it's no longer just about generating text, but about strategic enhancement.
That's a crucial distinction, yeah. And it touches on the subtle power of these tools. AI isn't simply writing, it's performing a pretty sophisticated linguistic and data analysis.
Okay.
Our sources show that AI can actively assist in crafting professional resumes by not just suggesting keywords, but by identifying the most impactful keywords for your target industry and role.
Impactful, right.
It helps optimize formatting for readability, overall structure, making sure your document presents information logically and powerfully. And one of the most transformative applications highlighted is its ability to take basic job duties.
Those boring bullet points.
Exactly. Those mundane bullet points on a traditional resume and transform them into powerful achievement statements.
Okay, what does that mean exactly? Powerful achievement statements.
It means moving beyond just a simple list of what you did to focusing on quantifiable results, instances where you demonstrated leadership or how you successfully solved specific problems.
Okay, can you give a concrete example? Like, how would that transformation actually work?
Certainly. Imagine you have a basic bullet point on your resume that just says, managed social media accounts.
Pretty standard.
Right. Accurate, but it doesn't convey impact. With AI, using a prompt like, analyze my work experience at, say, marketing coordinator and transform basic job duties into powerful achievement statements. Focus on quantifiable results, leadership moments, and problem-solving wins. Include action verbs and industry-specific keywords.
Okay, quite specific instruction.
Yeah, you got to guide it. The AI could turn that simple phrase into something like, orchestrated social media strategy across 3 platforms, growing audience engagement by 25% within 6 months, resulting in a 15% increase in lead generation.
Wow, okay, that is much more impactful.
Totally. This isn't just about grammar. It's semantic matching, predictive optimization. The AI, trained on millions of successful resumes and job descriptions, understands the language of accomplishment.
Right.
It suggests stronger action verbs, helps you embed quantifiable metrics, ensures you use contextually relevant keywords that actually resonate with hiring managers.
That's a game changer for someone trying to stand out in a, a huge applicant pool.
Yeah.
And it goes beyond just writing from scratch, right? It sounds like AI can also act as a strategic editor for what you already have.
Absolutely. Another incredibly valuable application highlighted by our sources is AI's ability to act as a comparative analyst for your resume.
Comparative analyst.
Yeah. A powerful prompt could be something like, compare my current resume with this job posting for, say, senior software engineer and identify gaps or misalignments. Suggest specific modifications to match the job requirements while highlighting transferable skills. Keep it authentic and ATS friendly.
Okay, so it's checking alignment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This means the AI isn't just a generative tool, it's a sophisticated analysis tool. It can parse the job description, extract key requirements and preferred qualifications, then cross-reference those against your existing resume.
And flag the problems.
It'll flag areas where your language doesn't quite match, suggest where to elaborate on your experience, even help you reframe past responsibilities to emphasize transferable skills, makes your application highly targeted.
Mm-hmm.
And that phrase, ATS friendly, is crucial here.
Ah, yes, the applicant tracking systems, the gatekeepers.
The gatekeepers, exactly. These systems are increasingly the first hurdle for resumes. They scan for keywords, specific formatting. AI can help ensure your resume has the right keywords, is structured in a way the ATS can easily parse, and highlights information in a way that maximizes its chances of getting past those automated filters.
And into human hands.
And into the hands of a human recruiter. Yeah. This strategic enhancement is just vital for navigating modern hiring processes.
Okay, so resumes seem like a pretty clear win for AI assistants, if used smartly. But the ever-debated cover letter. This is where many job seekers feel they need to truly express their unique personality, their story. Can AI genuinely capture that? Or is this where the human touch remains absolutely paramount? Our sources seem to show a real tension here.
You've hit on a critical point, yeah. And it's arguably the most controversial application of AI in job searching right now. Our sources present a very strong dichotomy regarding AI and cover letters.
Okay.
On one hand, there's a practical sort of pro-AI stance, but always with a significant caveat.
Always a but.
Always a but. This perspective acknowledges that, yes, cover letters are your chance to show your personality and explain your story in ways your resume just can't.
Right.
So for those prioritizing efficiency, the advice is something like write up a solid template that feels like you so that you can easily tailor it to the job when opportunities come along.
A personalized template.
Right. In this view, AI is a great tool to help you start your cover letter, providing a strong initial draft or brainstorming ideas.
Hello, this is Michael Vandervoort from the Drive-Thru HR podcast, where we discuss ideas, trends, and activities that impact HR, talent, HR technology, and the workplace. Our focus is on expanding knowledge and igniting curiosity as we hear directly from people who are shaping the future of the HR industry. Join us.
However, and this is the absolutely crucial caveat, if the output is clearly AI and not representative of your voice, employers can tell.
They can sniff it out.
They can sniff it out. This immediately signals that pure, unedited AI output simply isn't the goal. Recruiters are sophisticated. They've seen enough AI-generated text now to spot the patterns.
And the other side. It seems they issue an even stronger warning against full AI generation. What's their reasoning?
Indeed. The anti-AI sentiment for full generation is quite emphatic. As one source, likely a recruiter or hiring manager, states just bluntly, do not let AI write your cover letter. We can tell, I promise.
Oof. Direct.
Very direct. They continue. For starters, they are nearly all identical, which points to the immediate problem. A sea of generic, indistinguishable applications just flooding in.
Yeah, blends into the noise.
Totally. This expert goes on to highlight a fundamental oversight by many job seekers. What many job seekers forget is that the people who wrote the job descriptions are often the ones reading the cover letter. Makes sense, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So when the AI regurgitates my exact phrasing back to me in your cover letter, I'm going to notice, especially when your resume doesn't back it up.
Oh, that's a huge red flag for them.
Massive red flag. If your cover letter just feels like a recycled version of the job description itself, it completely undermines your credibility. And more importantly, especially for entry-level or highly competitive jobs, the cover letter can often be the only element that truly differentiates you from other applicants who might have very similar qualifications on paper.
It's your story.
It's your chance to tell a unique story, to connect your aspirations with the company's mission, demonstrate genuine human interest. If that's lost to generic AI prose, you lose a critical advantage.
So the consensus seems to be,
the emerging consensus, even from the more pro-AI views, is clear. AI should be a source of inspiration for cover letters, not a one-stop shop. It's a starting point, maybe a creativity enhancer, but the final personal polish must come from you.
So it sounds like the key is refining, humanizing the AI-generated content, not just copying and pasting, which implies, I guess, a bit of an arms race between AI generation and AI detection tools.
Precisely. You nailed it. This situation highlights a critical ongoing tension. AI excels at generating text quickly, sure, but authenticity, a personal voice, genuine connection, those are paramount for recruiters. So the goal isn't AI doing the work entirely, but AI assisting the human in producing better, more tailored work. And this dynamic has even led to the emergence of specialized tools like My Word's Eye.
Oh, what's that?
It's a tool explicitly designed to, quote, humanize a ChatGPT written assignment, making it undetectable by common AI detectors like GPT-0 and Turnitin.
Wow, so tools to fight the detectors.
Exactly. This clearly signals that we are in an implicit arms race. As AI generation tools get more sophisticated, so do AI detection tools. Job seekers just have to stay updated on best practices to navigate this effectively,
It's constantly evolving.
ensuring their applications are both efficient and genuinely representative of their unique story and capabilities. Ultimately, it's about leveraging AI to create a stronger human connection, not to bypass it entirely.
Okay, that makes sense. And once you've navigated the resume and cover letter minefield and actually landed that coveted interview, can AI extend its helping hand there as well? It seems like it can go far beyond just providing generic Q&A.
Absolutely. AI can profoundly enhance your interview preparation, moving well beyond simply generating a list of common questions.
Okay.
While it can certainly provide those questions and offer tips on structuring your answers, its true power lies in its ability to delve deeply into company culture, recent news, the specific nuances of the role and industry.
Deeper research, basically.
Much deeper. Our sources offer a powerful example of a Gemini prompt that takes interview prep to a whole different level. This prompt suggests having the AI assume the role of an experienced tech industry analyst to provide a comprehensive and inclusive analysis of company. Think about how valuable that is before a big interview.
A comprehensive analysis. Wow, what kind of details would that actually cover?
The depth is pretty remarkable. This AI-generated analysis would cover foundational info like the company's age, ownership structure, headquarters, employee count, standard stuff.
Okay.
But crucially, it would then delve into its reputation and employee experience, drawing insights from platforms like Glassdoor and other public reviews.
Ah, the inside scoop.
Kind of. For a job seeker, this is gold. It would also break down typical job roles and compensation, including remote work options, salary ranges, giving you a realistic picture.
Good for negotiation prep, too.
Exactly. Furthermore, it covers financial health and market position, listing key competitors, summarizing recent layoff data, which is incredibly relevant right now,
Yeah, unfortunately.
and distilling recent news and public perception. Finally, it pulls out the company's stated mission and vision and provides a direct link to its official website for further human verification.
That's an astonishing amount of information. Basically a full briefing just for interview prep. How does having all that context genuinely help someone in the interview room?
Well, it demonstrates AI's capacity to act as an incredibly thorough and dedicated research assistant. It moves you beyond just rote memorization of answers to generic questions.
Right.
By providing this deep, nuanced context on the company, its market position, its cultural challenges and successes, its recent strategic moves, AI empowers you to walk into that interview feeling truly informed, strategically prepared.
More confident, probably.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You can then tailor your answers not just to the job description, but to the company's current reality, its values, maybe even its specific challenges or future aspirations. Imagine being able to reference a recent company acquisition or a specific social responsibility initiative during your interview.
Yeah, that shows you've done your homework.
Exactly. That level of insight demonstrates genuine interest and foresight. It allows you to engage in a much more sophisticated and impactful conversation, moving you from simply answering questions to actively contributing to a dialogue about the company's future and your potential place in it.
So AI clearly supercharges your ability to apply for jobs. We've covered resumes, cover letters, interviews, but what if you're not even sure which jobs to apply for? Or which career path to take in the first place? In a world just bursting with information, can AI act as a kind of compass for career exploration too?
That's another incredibly valuable and perhaps less obvious application for AI. It moves beyond just optimizing applications to acting almost as a personal career counselor.
Interesting. Like a digital guidance counselor.
Sort of. Our sources demonstrate that AI can be a powerful tool for self-discovery and strategic planning in your broader career journey. It can help you explore potential career paths by analyzing your unique combination of skills, interests, and values.
Okay, so it takes you into account.
Right. Imagine feeding the AI a list of your passions, your past experiences, even your ideal work environment. It can then process this holistic profile and offer concrete, data-driven information on things like job outlook, salary expectations, and the educational or skill requirements for different professions.
Wow.
This is particularly useful for identifying high-demand careers or even emerging industries that you might not have known existed. It helps connect your personal profile to the vast, dynamic job market out there.
That sounds incredibly powerful for someone at really any stage of their career, especially if they're feeling a bit lost or maybe considering a pivot. Could you give us some specific examples of prompts that would facilitate this kind of in-depth career exploration?
Absolutely. The recommended prompts from our sources are quite insightful, designed to yield really actionable intelligence. For instance, to get a forward-looking perspective on the market, you could ask something like, what are the most in-demand careers in the field of interest? And you insert your field of interest, say data science or marketing or finance over the next decade.
Okay, looking ahead.
Yeah, it gives you that macro view of where opportunities are trending. For a more personalized alignment, you could use a prompt like, analyze my interests and skills, and then you insert a detailed list of your interests, skills, aptitudes, and suggest career paths within maybe a specific field or just broadly various industries that align.
Getting personal now.
Right. This moves beyond general knowledge to truly personalized recommendations, identifying roles that genuinely fit your unique profile. And for those really with an eye on the future, a prompt like, based on my interests in insert interests, what emerging industries or career paths should I consider that are expected to grow significantly in the next 5-10 years?
Future-proofing your search?
Exactly. Helps to identify those future-proof opportunities, areas where innovation is creating new demand. This capability really helps bridge that gap between your personal profile and the broader, constantly evolving job market. Offers a strategic lens for your long-term career planning.
That's remarkably comprehensive. But what about getting even more granular, like researching specific companies or industries once you have a general direction in mind? Can AI help you target your efforts with real precision?
Oh, definitely. This is where AI truly transforms into a personalized market research assistant, giving you a significant competitive edge in what's often a crowded field.
Okay.
It can provide highly detailed insights into specific companies and entire industries. That's invaluable for finding targeted internships, entry-level roles, and just understanding potential career progression paths.
Makes sense.
For example, if you know you want to work in a specific sector or location, you could use prompts like, identify internship and entry-level job opportunities in, say, renewable energy or healthcare tech that are available in maybe Boston or just remote. This allows for hyper-targeted geographical and industry-specific searches.
Saves so much time.
Saves you countless hours of sifting through irrelevant listings.
Totally.
Or, if you're trying to get a comprehensive lay of the land within a particular sector and identify the key players, you could ask, provide a list of companies that are leaders in the like, artificial intelligence and healthcare industry, and the types of roles they typically offer for recent graduates.
Getting the competitive landscape.
Exactly. This kind of information is critical for directing your efforts more precisely. It allows you to understand that competitive landscape, identify where the opportunities truly lie, and even uncover companies you might not have considered before, rather than just blindly applying to any open position.
Right, moving beyond the usual suspects.
Precisely. By leveraging AI in this way, you're not just finding jobs. You're strategically mapping out your career journey with an informed, data-driven approach. That gives you a significant head start. Now, as we connect all these promising capabilities to the bigger picture, it becomes pretty clear that this AI-driven job search landscape isn't entirely smooth sailing. Not at all.
Right. The flip side.
Exactly. In fact, our sources suggest we're navigating what One Piece aptly calls the messy middle. A phase where the widespread adoption of AI introduces significant challenges and, well, sometimes unintended consequences.
It's a messy middle. I like that.
Yeah. It raises important questions about the complexities that arise when technology meets human ambition and a, frankly, evolving and uncertain job market.
And one of the most prominent challenges that immediately jumps out, you mentioned it earlier, is this concept of an AI arms race when it comes to applications. It feels like the very tools designed to help you get ahead are now also being used by employers to filter you out. It's this perpetual game of cat and mouse.
That's an excellent way to put it. The rapid proliferation of AI-generated content in job applications has, inevitably triggered this arms race with AI detection tool.
They're fighting back.
They are. Companies are now actively deploying sophisticated software, things like GPT-0, specifically to identify whether a submission, particularly a cover letter, was written by an AI or a human. And the message coming directly from recruiters and hiring managers, as cited in our sources, is remarkably blunt. Do not let AI write your cover letter. We can tell, I promise.
Wow. Still so direct.
They go on to elaborate that AI-generated applications are nearly all identical, making them easy for a trained eye to spot. That lack of genuine voice or personalized narrative becomes a glaring red flag.
And it goes beyond just the written word?
Apparently so. We even see anecdotal evidence of students being accused of using AI in the interview process, which indicates this detection, or at least suspicion, extends beyond just written applications.
Yikes. That's tricky territory.
Very tricky. This whole dynamic underscores a critical need for job seekers to use AI responsibly, strategically. Simply generating and submitting AI content without significant human refinement isn't just counterproductive.
It can backfire.
It can actively hurt your chances. The focus really should always be on using AI for inspiration, to overcome writer's block, generate a strong initial draft, provide an analytical framework, rather than full automation of your personal expression.
Augmentation, not replacement.
Exactly. The battle between AI generation and AI detection is clearly an evolving one. It's a technological escalation where both sides are constantly adapting, which means you, as a job seeker, have to prioritize authenticity and stay updated on the best practices for using AI as an enhancement tool. Ensure your applications are efficient, yes, but genuinely representative of your unique story and capabilities. It's about leveraging AI's power without sacrificing your human distinctiveness.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Beyond just detection, though, there's an even deeper, more systemic concern, it seems, about AI's impact on the overall hiring landscape, and perhaps more significantly, on something sociologists call social capital. It sounds like AI's efficiency might be inadvertently creating new barriers, almost paradoxically.
This is where the narrative of AI's efficiency starts to reveal a darker, more complex side. AI is undeniably transforming the pipeline from academia to the workforce, but often not in a universally positive way. Especially for entry-level candidates or those from non-traditional backgrounds. Well, the sheer volume of AI-influenced applications can just utterly overwhelm recruiters. As one industry professional pointed out with palpable frustration in the source, the sheer volume of non-target applications influenced by AI has led us to drastically cut back non-target hiring. We literally can't read them all.
Wow. So the floodgates opened and now they're closing them in certain ways.
Exactly. What this means in practice is an increased, almost forced reliance on target schools. Those universities with established pipelines to certain companies and pre-existing professional networks.
The old boys network, potentially reinforced.
Potentially, yeah. It inadvertently disadvantages those without such connections, effectively widening the gap for individuals who lack strong professional networks. Makes it even harder to get noticed through traditional blind application methods. It reinforces the idea that who you know is becoming even more critical in an AI-saturated world.
So referrals become king?
Even more so. A widely held sentiment among professionals cited in our sources is that, honestly, at least in my industry, everyone knows just blind applying for jobs is a pointless exercise. Your probability of getting through the thousands of resumes going through the automated filter is very close to zero. Everything is about getting a high-quality referral.
That's depressing, frankly.
It's a stark reality. And this observation is powerfully reinforced by a classic piece of sociological research. Mark Granovetter's strength of weak ties theory from back in 1973.
Still relevant today.
Remarkably so. It was significantly replicated by Stanford in 2022. This research consistently confirms that you are 70% more likely to find a job through your weak ties.
Weak ties, meaning not your best friends.
Exactly. Your acquaintances, former colleagues, casual connections, not your closest friends or family. Why? Because your weak ties exist outside your immediate social circle. They expose you to entirely different networks, different pools of information, different opportunities you wouldn't find within your tight-knit group. So AI, by facilitating this explosion of impersonal applications, paradoxically pushes job seekers back to the absolute importance of human connections. Real-world networking.
Wow. So while AI makes applying theoretically easier,
it ironically makes getting hired harder through traditional methods, pushing job seekers back towards human connections and personal referrals. And this trend could even have broader societal impacts, maybe encouraging more entrepreneurialism as a necessary path, or perhaps a greater shift towards blue-collar industries less impacted by LLMs currently.
But with potential pay issues there.
Right. A significant challenge there is that pay in those areas can often be insufficient for living costs in many parts of the U.S. It's complicated.
Very complicated. So AI's efficiency, while seemingly a boon, might be creating this deeper bottleneck for genuine human connection in the job market, and perhaps even impacting the development of crucial human skills. That takes us to what some sources are calling the human element, where AI seems to fall short or even cause harm.
This raises a very serious concern, yeah. It goes right to the heart of intellectual development and workplace readiness. Some sources argue that AI, rather than being the sole cause, actually exacerbates a pre-existing hiring crisis.
One driven by other factors.
Right. More deeply rooted perhaps in economic uncertainty, a mismatch between skills and expectations. But more critically, there's a growing, almost palpable worry that an over-reliance on AI might actively hinder the development of crucial human skills, skills that have always been foundational to success.
Like what specifically?
Well, we hear anecdotal evidence, for instance, about students experiencing genuine difficulty in grasping complex arguments presented in traditional texts, showing a noticeable lack of participation in nuanced discussions, often checking out when readings become dense or challenging.
So the very act of struggling with complex information, which is traditionally how we learn, right? How we build critical thinking, resilience, that's being circumvented by the ease of AI.
Precisely. There's concern about this perfect storm of factors. Constant digital stimulation from smartphones, the dopamine hits from social media, maybe great inflation pressures, the less interactive nature of remote instruction all converging to potentially affect intellectual development.
Perfect storm.
One sentiment articulated starkly in a source is that AI and social media are a scourge on developing minds. Now that's strong language.
Very strong.
But it highlights the potential for a dumbing down effect if AI is used to replace the fundamental process of skill building. While AI can quickly provide answers or summaries, the process of wrestling with challenging material, analyzing it, synthesizing information, formulating original thoughts, that's vital for intellectual growth.
And for workplace readiness.
Absolutely. The ability to articulate a complex idea in your own words after grappling with it, that's a skill AI cannot replicate.
And this has psychological impacts too, affecting how people approach work.
It seems so. The discussion also touches profoundly on the psychological impact. There's a noticeable sentiment among some students and recent graduates of expecting, quote, perfection and immediate relief diversion from technology.
Instant gratification culture bleeding into careers.
Possibly.
Yeah.
This can unfortunately lead to a dream job or nothing mentality where they might not be reading the economic room, meaning less attuned to the realities of the current job market, unwilling to consider less glamorous but potentially more accessible paths.
Right.
For example, despite paying substantial tuition for specialized degrees, some university job boards are apparently seeing a deluge of postings for cooks, baby pet sitters, and construction workers, right alongside managerial roles.
Wow, quite the contrast.
It highlights a significant mismatch between traditional career expectations, maybe fueled by optimistic narratives, and the sometimes harsh realities of this AI-infused economy. It implies that the cost of the magic of AI might be a profound reevaluation of what work means, coupled with the psychological impact of perceived scarcity, where young people are less willing to settle for a position below their education or expectations, even if it's a necessary stepping stone.
Creates a real hurdle.
A difficult emotional and practical hurdle for many navigating their early careers, yeah.
And finally, amidst all this discussion about capability and challenge, a crucial, non-negotiable point comes up repeatedly in our sources.
Privacy.
Yes.
This is paramount. A safety guideline that just cannot be overstressed. A critical warning from the sources states in no uncertain terms: never share personal information on AI platforms to ensure the protection of your private information.
Just flat out, don't do it.
Don't do it. While AI is powerful for generating content, providing insights, you must be acutely aware of the inherent data privacy implications, especially when inputting sensitive personal details like your full resume with contact info, academic transcripts, financial information.
All the stuff you use for job applications.
Exactly. Details central to job applications or career planning. The convenience and power of AI should never, ever override the absolute necessity of protecting your private and confidential data. Always err on the side of caution. Always.
Okay, so as we bring together all these threads, the incredible promise of AI in the job search, the detailed how-to for crafting applications and exploring careers, and then these really challenging, even messy aspects of an AI-infused world, where do we go from here? How do we use these remarkable tools without, falling into the traps of over-reliance or contributing to this technological arms race?
Well, the consensus that clearly emerges from our sources represents, I think, a crucial shift in mindset. It's one that moves beyond a simplistic AI versus humans dichotomy.
Which is how it's often framed.
Exactly. It moves to a more sophisticated AI plus humans paradigm. The prevailing wisdom, articulated powerfully in one source, is that AI won't take your job, but someone who knows how to use it will.
Okay. That's a powerful statement.
It points directly to the ideal scenario, a synergistic combination of AI proficiency and essential human skills. AI should be seen as an augmentation, a powerful co-pilot that enhances our existing capabilities rather than a full replacement for our unique cognitive abilities and, importantly, our personal touch.
So it's about making our human skills even stronger with AI rather than letting AI replace them. How does that actually look in practice?
Exactly. For instance, when it comes to cover letters, remember the advice. AI should be a source of inspiration, not a one-stop shop.
Right, the starting point.
It can generate initial ideas, provide structural frameworks, maybe draft compelling sentences, but the final product absolutely must reflect your unique voice, your authentic story. There's a tangible concern among parents, as noted in our sources, about whether their children will genuinely develop those core skills. Critical reading, coherent writing, effective communication in an increasingly AI-dominated world.
A valid concern.
Very valid. The advice offered to these parents, and really by extension to all of us, is illuminating. Help them gain the skills you already have. Show them why those skills are important.
Model it.
Right. They will probably gain the AI skills, etc., on their own or be forced to by the economic culture. But if they have both, they will have a massive leg up.
Having both is key.
That's the message. It emphasizes that critical thinking, personalization, empathy, authentic storytelling, these remain uniquely human strengths that AI can augment, sure, but can never truly replace. And a key skill in this hybrid future, learning prompt engineering.
Telling the AI what to do effectively.
Precisely. The art of asking AI the right questions, crafting precise, thoughtful instructions to get tailored, thoughtful, and genuinely useful responses. It's about directing the intelligence, not just passively consuming its output.
Got it. And looking at the broader landscape, it's clear this isn't just about individual job seekers adapting. The entire job market is undergoing this profound transformation, significantly influenced by AI, leading to both new challenges and presumably entirely new opportunities as well.
That's absolutely right. The job market is in a state of significant flux, shaped profoundly by AI, and this is leading to dynamics we haven't quite seen before.
Yeah.
We witnessed this mismatch articulated vividly in our sources. I remember the deluge of postings for cooks, baby pet sitters, and construction workers on university job boards.
Yeah, alongside the traditional graduate roles.
Even as graduates have paid high tuition for specialized degrees. It highlights this growing disconnect between traditional career expectations and the realities of an AI-infused economy, where certain white-collar points might be becoming more saturated or automated. The crucial question posed in one source is, do they feel socially, ideologically comfortable settling for a position that is below their level of education expectations? And that's more than just an economic query. It's deeply psychological.
Yeah, but identity and expectations.
Exactly. This really nudges you, the listener, to think critically about your own career expectations in this AI-infused world. It's not just about adapting your resume. It's about adapting your mindset. Leveraging these new tools, yes, but simultaneously understanding the underlying shifts in value, demand, and opportunity.
Being realistic, maybe.
Being realistic, flexible, the cost of the magic of AI. its sheer efficiency and accessibility might very well be a necessary reevaluation of what work means, what constitutes a dream job, and the psychological impact of maybe perceived scarcity in traditional fields. The future isn't just about using AI as a tool. It's about navigating a world shaped by AI. That requires individuals to be more flexible, more realistic, and more strategically creative about their career entry points and progression. So as we connect all these threads, it's undeniably clear that AI is not just some passing trend. It's fundamentally reshaping how we approach career development, from the earliest exploration stages right through to landing the job.
Yeah.
The crucial takeaway really is to be an informed, strategic, and deeply human user of these tools, understanding both the immense power they offer and the critical nuances of their impact.
Absolutely. You now have, hopefully, a far deeper understanding of how to wield these powerful tools like ChatGPT and Gemini, transforming your approach from crafting highly personalized applications to strategically navigating the complex, evolving landscape of job hunting. Remember, the goal isn't for AI to take over. It's about making AI work for you, enhancing your unique skills, amplifying your distinct story, rather than letting it automate away your irreplaceable voice.
Well said.
That human touch, the personal narrative, the genuine connection, those seem more important and, frankly, more valuable than ever.
Absolutely.
So as you step forward into this intricately evolving world of work, maybe consider this. In an era where artificial intelligence can generate nearly anything, a resume, a cover letter, an interview, answer what truly becomes the most valuable asset in your professional toolkit.
Yeah.
The ability to create, or the uniquely human ability to discern, to critically evaluate, and to truly humanize.
This has been From Dorms to Desks, job hunting tips for those early in their careers, a podcast brought to you by college recruiter job search site, which believes that every student and recent grad deserves a great career. Each episode, we dive into tips, tricks, and insights that will help you land your next part-time, seasonal, internship, or entry-level job. Subscribe to this podcast for free now, so you don't miss an episode, and visit www.collegerecruiter.com to find your next great job.